So I made a video last week about migrants claiming benefits for multiple wives. I'll say that again, claiming benefits for multiple wives. It's really not something that I'd recommend doing, but apparently there are some cultures out there that absolutely love this sort of thing. And I've actually got 2 updates on that video because there's no way that I could just leave it there. Just finding out that people can actually claim benefits just for being married to multiple women. I don't think that's something that the UK taxpayer should be paying. Because this is the benefit and pension rates for 2024 to 25. And it's weekly as well, which is important to remember because these numbers are really going to add up. But if we scroll down to this here, and like I said, I'll just keep this bit quick. It says if the claimant is a member of a polygamous marriage, which that's what they're calling it here, polygamous. We'd probably call it bigamy, which I thought was illegal. And we'll get onto that later on because that's where it gets weird. Well, to be fair, it gets weird here. Because it says for the claimant and the other party to the marriage. That's basically person number 1 and person number 2. So that's like your everyday normal marriage. Just 1 and 2 people. They get £332.95 a week. Okay? But if we look down here, for each additional spouse. That's every additional wife. That's wife number 2, wife number 3, wife number 4. Like, it doesn't, as many as you can get in, basically, as many as you can fit in, as many as you've got room for, and you've seen some of them as well. But for everyone that you can squeeze in, you'll get an extra £114.80 every single week. That's a lot of money, especially on a per-wife basis as well. But just like yourself, I honestly, I thought that sort of thing was illegal. And seeing it there clear as day, the fact that they're paying out benefits for it. Like, those two things don't match. You can't be illegal, but also paying benefits for it. They just don't match. So I couldn't just leave it there. Because the first thing that I wanted to bring you was this. This was a comment that I got from a guy called The Fall of Man. But as he says here, this is from 2012. So this sort of thing has been going on for more than a decade as well. But this is the article here. It says that Muslim men with multiple wives can claim more for income support. And it says that ministers have decided that even though bigamy is a crime in Britain, even though it's a crime, polygamous marriages can be recognised formally by the state, provided that they took place overseas in countries where they're legal. So just because it's legal in Somewhereistan, that means that we've now got to recognise their laws, apparently. Like, that, honestly, it just makes no sense. Because they're not recognising our laws. Like, they couldn't care less about what our laws are. Because they're all the way over in Somalia. So why would we have to focus on what their law says? Honestly, it's just so strange. But like I said, I couldn't just let it settle. You know, just hearing that people are claiming benefits for multiple wives, I couldn't just leave it there. You know, there's got to be more to this story. So I decided to put another Freedom of Information request in. You can see that there. I'm on my 18th FOI request. So that's quite a few questions that I've asked the government over the time, all since starting the channel. But if we click on this one here, I basically put Dear Department for Work and Pensions on the .gov website and a link to this here. Also, just on a side note, just have a look at this. You get a disabled kid there, £32.20. Just £32.20. Additional wife. You know, the old additional wife one, £114. That there versus additional wife. Unbelievable. And I put their wording, which is basically just how much they get. But I put how many claimants and how many spouses have claimed for this additional spouse payment in the years 2020, 2021 and 2022. I was going to do it for this year, but I usually find when you do an FOI request, if you ask for the present year, most of the time they just don't give you the information. So you've just got to go a couple of years back. Because claiming benefits for multiple wives. Like I said, we've touched on the legality. Because it's not legal for you. It's just legal for random people from random places. And hopefully the Freedom of Information request. Hopefully we can find out how many people are involved in this. Because that really is mad. Like, that's not British. There's no one in Britain. No British person has got multiple wives. Like, you just couldn't do it. You just couldn't do it. And it's probably the same in reverse as well. I don't think the women are going to want multiple husbands. Like, we just do each other's head in. And they want 4 of them. Like, maybe all the best to them. I'm not quite sure if they can do it. I don't know. How do they do it? Let me know in the comments. How do they do it? Multiple wives. Honestly.
This country has gone crazy.